Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into episode 5, let's quickly recap a few important moments from the previous episode because they'll help you understand everything that's about to happen. So, without any further delay, let's get started. The child spirit then gently takes Yeori's hand and silently leads both of them deep into the forest, as if trying to show them something important. A few moments later, they arrive at the scene of a serious car accident. Yeori immediately calls 119, and the two rush toward the damaged car. The injured father is still conscious but too weak to explain what happened. He quietly whispers, "The back." When Yeori and Gang UK check the back seat, they discover the child. The rescue team soon arrives, helps the father, and takes care of the situation. Just when they think everything is over, the child spirit appears once again and points back toward the car. Yeori realizes that something has been overlooked. She and Gang UK search the vehicle one more time and discover a little girl trapped inside. She is the spirit's younger sister, and she is still alive. They help rescue her just in time. After seeing his sister safe, the child spirit smiles, waves goodbye to Yeori, and peacefully moves on. Meanwhile, Gang UK starts seeing spirits almost everywhere he goes. He notices them at work, at home, in his bedroom, and even while jogging. The experience leaves him feeling exhausted and unable to rest properly. Hoping to feel a little more comfortable, Gang UK collects symbols from different religions and places them around his house. He jokes, "I don't know which one might help, so I decided to trust all of them." When Dong sees this, he is completely surprised. Later, Gang UK invites Dong over to watch horror movies together. He hopes that watching fictional ghost stories will help him become less nervous about the spirits he keeps seeing. During the movie, he keeps asking funny questions about ghosts, making Dong laugh, and eventually lose patience. Just as Dong decides to leave, Gang UK convinces him to stay by offering him delicious tuna sashimi. He visits her house in person, even though she refuses to let him inside. Gang UK says something that deeply touches her. After experiencing only 1 week of seeing spirits, he finally understands how difficult her life must have been over the past 10 years. After learning the truth about Yeori's past, Gang UK finally begins to understand everything she has been carrying on her own. He realizes that seeing spirits for only a few weeks is nothing compared to the lonely life Yeori has lived over the past 10 years. From that moment, he stops thinking only about his own fears and becomes more concerned about how much she has quietly endured. Before they part ways, Yeori gives Gang UK some simple advice on how to deal with spirits. She explains that they often react when people become frightened, so the best thing to do is remain calm, avoid responding to them, and continue acting as though nothing unusual is happening. She believes that if he stays confident, the experience will become much easier to handle. The next day, Gang UK decides to follow her advice exactly. Whenever a spirit appears, he calmly ignores it and continues walking without reacting. Gang UK and Yeori celebrate with a quiet video call. Gang UK sincerely thanks her for helping him through one of the strangest experiences of his life. He admits that whenever he felt overwhelmed, hearing her voice always gave him the confidence to keep moving forward. Before ending the call, he asks, "Can we continue being friends, even after everything returns to normal?" However, Yeori gently turns down his request. She believes it would be better if they both returned to their normal lives without becoming any closer. She even says that if fate brings them together again someday, perhaps they should simply greet each other politely and continue on their separate paths. Although Gang UK feels disappointed, he understands that she is only trying to protect both of them. Yeori is driving alone when several strangers suddenly stop her car. They force her into another vehicle and take her to an unknown location. That same night, Gang UK's grandmother asks him not to leave the house. But when Yeori repeatedly fails to answer her phone, he cannot shake the feeling that something is wrong. Park Sung-jae's warning keeps echoing in his mind. Just as he prepares to leave, mysterious writing suddenly appears on his bathroom mirror, making the situation feel even more unsettling. Meanwhile, Yeori wakes up inside an old warehouse, where she is being held against her will. Park Sung-jae claims that Ha rearranged everything because she wanted proof of Yeori's unusual ability. However, Park has his own hidden plan. He intends to use Yeo-ri as part of a carefully planned scheme that could seriously damage her reputation and create major problems for her future. Just as the situation becomes even more dangerous, Gang UK suddenly arrives and steps in to help Yeo-ri. Working together, they manage to escape from the warehouse, but Park immediately tells his men not to let them get away. During the tense escape, an unexpected collision leaves Gang UK badly hurt, making the situation even more emotional. Soon afterwards, emergency responders arrive at the scene. Gang UK is taken to the hospital, where doctors immediately begin treating him, while everyone waits anxiously for news about his condition. Outside the hospital, Yeo-ri can no longer hold back her emotions. She blames herself for everything that has happened, and quietly breaks down. A few moments later, she hears someone walking toward her. When she looks up, she is shocked to see Gang UK standing right in front of her. Believing she may be seeing his spirit, Yeo-ri runs toward him, hugs him tightly, and tearfully apologizes, convinced that everything happened because of her. Shocking news spreads that Gang UK may have died, leaving everyone in disbelief. Within minutes, reporters gather outside Reina's hotel, hoping to uncover the truth. Cameras surround the entrance, as questions continue to grow. With all the attention focused on Yeo-ri, she struggles to handle the overwhelming situation. Seeing the pressure building, Kang Min-hwan quickly steps in, escorts Yeo-ri into the company, and helps her avoid the media. But the situation only becomes more complicated. Soon, a new rumor begins spreading after Yeo-ri and Kang Min-hwan are seen together in public. As speculation grows, many people begin assuming there is a special relationship between them, creating unexpected challenges for both of them. Meanwhile, Ha-ri can no longer hide her jealousy. Hoping to change Kang Min-hwan's opinion of Yeo-ri, she reveals Yeo-ri's biggest secret and tells him that Yeo-ri claims she can see ghosts. However, the conversation doesn't go the way Ha-ri expected. Instead of reacting with fear or disbelief, Kang Min-hwan remains calm, and shows that the revelation doesn't change how he views Yeo-ri. At the same time, the biggest mystery remains unanswered. Gang UK's whereabouts are still unknown, and no one knows what truly happened to him. Is the news accurate, or is there another hidden truth waiting to be uncovered? The preview leaves viewers with more questions than answers. In the final moments, the suspense rises once again. Yeo-ri unexpectedly comes face to face with a mysterious stranger, leading to a tense confrontation. At first, she manages to hold her ground, but the stranger soon gains the upper hand, leaving her in a difficult situation. The preview ends on that dramatic moment, and whether help will arrive in time. But one important question still remains. What really happened to Gang UK? Is he truly alive, or is there another mystery waiting to be revealed?